Yeah, I'm Patrick Bailey. Today is December 13th, 2014, and I'm going to replace my, what was I going to call it? A 3-speed fan switch on my 2001 Jeep Wrangler. Now, like in my other sessions, I was showing that in my other videos, I was showing that the blower's not working in cold weather, and I can actually get to repeat a little bit right now. So that's working. It's actually warm right now. But see, that one's not, but I can wiggle it and get it going. So I really think it's this contact. So I'm going to replace that first and then wait for cold weather and see if it's going to be good. But in order to fix that part, first you need a new one. There's this 3-speed fan switch. I got this online for less than 20 bucks, I think. If I remember right. You just need 2 tools. You need a Phillips and something to pry the top open. I just got a small little screwdriver here. So the first things first, you got to pry off this top part. It's pretty easy. Just be gentle. Oh, there we go. You can kind of work your way down the end here. Go. That's off. Next thing you need to do is take out the ashtray. So you can pull the ashtray down. And then all you gotta do is you push this little nub down a little bit and that unhooks. And then it comes right out. That's pretty easy. Now I'll set that aside so I can put my screws in there. Now to take this front bezel off, there's 3 screws. There's one actually down right here. And then there's 2 on the top up here. One right there, and one right there. So I'll take this bottom one out first. Go ahead and take these top guys out. Then you should be able to gently pull this whole guy out. Don't be too forceful, but it'll come. There we go. Set that aside. I'm going to take this guy out. Got 4 screws on it. And pull this out. The first thing I want to do before I get too far is I can pull this button out. And pull this switch. You can pull it a little bit, but if you can gently kind of pry it a little bit. Don't want to break. There we go. Comes right off. And on the back side here, you gotta disconnect the power, so you just gotta pull these and wiggle a little bit. Comes right off. Now, I've been in here before, and I think there should be a screw in here that I took off and forgot about, but it's not all that important, so for me it's lost. And you gotta wiggle this. It kind of is stuck here on the back a little bit. So it's a little bit to wiggle it out, but don't be too forceful. There we go. There's a bad one. Here's the good one. Now, there's a little hole in here. So you gotta go through. So line that up. get her on here. You gotta twist a little to get it in this back part. Oh, hey, that went on easy this time. Okay, so there it is. Now plug it back in. There we go. Now put this switch back on. Now that feels a lot firmer than the old one did, that's for sure. Now, let me start up the car and there's my keys. Just to make sure it's working. I can fiddle with it. Okay. Now I'm going to put it all back together, but the real test is going to be when it gets cold again. Right now it's warm, so I really can't say for sure if this is the fix, but I think it is. These 4 bolts back on. Always drop a screw. That's a rule, I think. Okay, now we get the front bezel back on. Should just kind of snap in like that. Get your 3 screws back in. Alright, get the ashtray back in. And push that down, let it hook in, and those. And get this top plate back on. And as you can see where it hooks in with all these little guys. So just line them up, kind of press them all in. Make sure you get that center one in, and we're back together. So that's it for this part. Now, if this doesn't work, I'm going to wait till it's a really cold day, definitely under 20, and make sure it's working. If it is, I think this solves the problem. But even if it does solve the problem, I still bought a blower motor resistor that goes down underneath there, so I'm going to do that repair next. Even if I prove this fixed the problem, I got a blower motor resistor, so I might as well replace it. So that's it.